welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Enoch Weguri Kabange, and if you are just stumbling upon my channel, make sure to subscribe and like this video if you like it at the end. In this video, I'll be sharing with you 4 good tips as to how you could move to the next level. Most of the time in our lives, we have goals, we have higher ambitions and big dreams that we want to implement, we want to see happen, we want to impact several lives, but we end up finding ourselves in a difficult situation where we feel stuck, we feel some sort of pain in our hearts because we can't move forward and we can't seem to get a hang over it. Now in this video, I'll be giving you 4 steps which constitute a system which will allow you to consistently move up in the levels you want to move to. So if it's in your career, in your academic life, or whatever you have in mind, this system will help you to move to the next level. Before I proceed with this video, I want to ask you a simple question. What are you hungry for? In our life, we have a whole lot of things and events happening, and usually we can't seem to figure out what exactly we want. Now, if you don't know what you want, you don't know where you're going, almost anywhere could be your destination. So for instance, you just want to come to the university, you have no idea the course you want to do, which means when you come to the university, almost anything will fit you. You don't have a specific goal as to the kind of course you want to do in the university. So in rising to the next level, the first step you need to take is you have to assess your desire levels, your hunger levels. You need to know how hungry you are for whatever it is that you want. So if it's that you want to finish your first degree with a first class honors, you should be willing to go through a self-discovery process and decide for yourself if you really want this thing and if you are ready to go through the hurdles ahead of you. Once you've assessed this hunger and you know that you are ready to go through the whole thing, it will make the rest of the process much easier than if you are just going about it casually. So someone who is hungry knows what they want. Let's say let's use a lion for instance. Lions hunt because they eat only meat. Now a lion doesn't go out hunting for chickens because they know their place. So you as a hungry person, you need to know what you want, you need to know your place, and you need to actually assess yourself about what you want. When you're done with assessing yourself, knowing your desire levels and why you want this thing, you can move to the next level. In moving to the next level, the next step you need to take is you need to decide. This one is a must and you can't negotiate with it. This is because sometimes we go about life in a casual way that allows us to rob ourselves of what we would have benefited if we decided to do something and went straight for it. I like to quote Les Brown, who's one of my favorite motivational speakers. He says, if you go about life casually, you end up a casualty. And this is true for most people who are living, because they get advice as kids to go to school and they go through the system, they come out, they get a decent paying job, and they are there for the rest of their lives, so they pass on. Most people actually don't like these jobs that they are in. They don't like the courses they studied in school, and they do nothing about it simply because they've not decided to make any change about it. Now the first point of change making is with ourselves. So if you want to do something and you are trying to change the external forces around, you end up achieving little as compared to if you start changing things with yourself, which starts with making that decision. As you make the decision, you come to realize that it actually takes more to achieve this particular goal that you want to as compared to you thought before. This is because you have gone through your research, you have made some inquiries. If it's that you want to go into a new job, you probably make inquiries as to studying, asking people who are already in that job what it entails. By then you know what it takes, which means you can decide whatever you are sacrificing. If it means quitting your job and taking your savings to go and study for this new job, then you know that this is what you are sacrificing for. But if you don't make the decision, you'll just be in your old job or your old situation, and you will never move to the next level feeling stuck simply because you didn't decide to move to the next level. So make the decision, know what you're sacrificing for, and you can think about going to the next step because your next level is very important. The third step you need to take in rising to your next level is that you have to raise your standards. This one is not negotiable. You see, you can be hungry, you can decide to be successful, but if you don't raise your standards, which means you just be at the same level, you won't move to the next level. Now, raising your standards is crucial to moving to the next level, because when you raise your standards, you move those standards to the actual level that you want to move in. So let's say you are down at level 2 and you want to move to, let's say, level 3 or level 4, which means you raise your standards to the level you want to be. So if you want to move to level 4 from level 2, then your standards as at level 2 must be those of level 4. So for instance, you are a sales agent and you want to become a senior sales agent. As I say, that's your target, that's your next level. Now you need to start raising your standards, which means you have to start dressing like the senior sales agents dress. You need to start making the number of calls they do, study them, start to associate with them. The law of association is very powerful, and you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So you have to begin to assess your standards, raise them to the level that you want to move to, and act like it, talk like it, be it, and eventually it will come to pass. It will be a reality for you. Once you are watching this video, I know you are someone who is committed to self-development. Just because self-development will be very necessary and important in rising to your next level. Committing yourself to continuous improvement, which is basically the concept of Kaizen, as in Japan, the Japanese call the concept of self-improvement Kaizen. Committing yourself to continuous self-improvement and development will allow you to continually raise your standards, as you did in step 3. So if you raise your standards from that of level 2, which you are at right now, to level 4, continuous improvement and development will help you to maintain the rate at which you are rising. Sometimes you see people, they rise up and they end up falling. This is because they don't maintain. They are dependent on past victories. And you see, there's one thing about depending on past victory. If you allow it to get to your head, you end up becoming a casualty of life, and you become a sad story. Now, we don't want that for you. This is why I'm talking to you about continuous improvement. So the fourth and final step is commit yourself to continuous self-improvement. You can Google it right now, check out what it means into detail, and you can get yourself a few books in your area, start to read, subscribe to some blogs and podcasts, listen to these daily, and make sure that you are improving on a daily basis. This is also important because people that you are competing with, people that you are competing with for market space and all of those things, they are also improving. So once you fail, even though you may not be declining, but they are improving. So eventually when you compare yourself, you are down below. It's not because you are bad at what you are doing, it's just because you refuse to continue to develop. So this is the final point, and it's very important, even though it's not the least. So take care of it and be committed to continuous self-improvement and development. I'd like to thank you for watching my video to the end, and I want to congratulate you for your commitment to self-improvement and the decision to rise up to your next level. Now, this will not be an easy task. There will be ups and downs, but if you commit to this system and you constantly do what is necessary, I trust you get the results you want. If you happen to stumble upon this channel, kindly subscribe to it and click the bell button so that you always get notifications when I post a new video. You can share this video to your friends, and you kindly like this video as well if you do like it. You can also leave your concerns, questions, and everything down below. I'll be there to respond to them. I'd like to give a special shout out to my my director, Black Chinese, who actually helped me to produce this video. Thank you and see you next time.